What's good? What's good? It's Mr. PMP from the Part of My Presence channel. I'm here to discuss the issue that's going around with ASAP Rocky and him being in a Swedish jail, locked up. Um, First of all, how bad can a Swedish jail be? I remember watching a documentary by Michael Moore, which was a documentary about the benefits or lack thereof benefits in America and what other countries around the world provide their citizens as a juxtaposition. Now, I remember Michael Moore going to a Swedish jail and him highlighting the fact that a lot of the jails in Sweden, the prisoners are allowed to roam free. It's almost like a Bible camp or some type of conservation center where the prisoners are pretty much out and about in the wilderness chilling, doing whatever they want to do within that particular confine, so to speak. So I don't know how bad this jail is. Is it as bad as American jails? I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest with you. But a lot of people are pretty much dogging ASAP Rocky, and they're making statements that they don't give enough about what he's dealing with or what he's going through, and they're attributing, or rather paraphrasing, comments that he made regarding the protests in Ferguson and I guess disparaging comments regarding Black Lives Matter. Now, the problem with the internet is that a lot of times people make claims, and those claims end up being, I guess, repeated over and over again to the point where no one ever goes to check the exact statements that a person makes or that a person is attributed to making. Now, to be fair to the man, I actually went back to the interview that was in 2015 and went to his actual quote. And one of the things that I want to highlight is what he said, which is pretty much, I don't want to talk about no effing Ferguson and ish because I don't live out there. I live in effing Soho, Beverly Hills. I can't relate. He also said that he's not effing Al Sharpton, he's ASAP Rocky. Okay, now a lot of people are using those statements. They're paraphrasing, saying that he said something negative about Black Lives Matter. But he did say in a subsequent interview, I believe it was on the Breakfast Club, he said, "I just get upset." And what I was really trying to say there was like, yo, I hate when bagwagon, remember, I'm not reading this paraphrasing, I'm actually reading this. I hate when bagwagon stuff starts. I mean, how come, Black lives only matter when a police take them, when a police officer takes it? And it should be like Black lives, it should matter when a Black life takes it. You know what I mean? It should always matter. All lives matter. Now, this was made in 2015. This was before we started to realize that Black Lives Matter has certain undertones and certain people promoting Black Lives Matter and funding Black Lives Matter, and finding out that it might not be the grassroots movement that we thought it was when it first started in Ferguson. Okay? Regardless of that, let's be clear. Should we be upset about what ASAP Rocky said? After all, what is he? He's not a scholar. He's not a economics major. He's not a economist. He's not a politician. He is a rapper who raps about drugs and raps about having sex with girls in Soho and Beverly Hills. Right? Why do we expect him to be the quote-unquote leader or the person who's going to give a profound statement on black activism and political statements that will actually help our people and the position that we want to be in? He is a rapper who raps about doing drugs. Okay? It's gotten to a point where black folks have gone from the 50s, 60s, 70s, where we look to people who were pastors, people who were educated leaders. Huey Newton had an education, all right? He wasn't an idiot. He was intellectual. He was someone who had a college university degree. Most of the leaders back in those times all went to college, university, all had degrees, and all spoke very intelligently, and all had ideas where you would understand why they were put in a position in front of a microphone to speak to the masses. But fast forward to now, none of those black leaders are around today. What we see as the people who are quote unquote considered black leaders are the people who have the most amount of Twitter followers, IG followers, who are heavy on social media. Now we have entertainers, athletes, social media tastemakers, who are now the people that we go to when we want to find out how to respond to political controversy, to social activism. Come on, man. What's going on? Honestly, why are we looking to entertainers? We've been misled. We've had the wool pulled over our eyes for someone to think A$AP Rocky is the one that we should be looking to at the time of need. Okay, like Dave Chappelle always says, I wonder what Ja thinks about this. Who gives a shit what Ja thinks about this? This has nothing to do with Ja. Ja has no expertise in this. So why do we expect A$AP Rocky to have the same expertise? He told us himself, I'm not Al Sharpton. I'm A$AP Rocky. May the Lord bless him. I don't wish no ill to him. I didn't expect anything more from him. Where he is where he is. I hope he gets out. No ill will. If Trump wants to help him, so be it. If he gets out early, so be it. I wish he did this for Freddie Gibbs back when he was locked up for something that was false as well too in Austria. But again, I digress. What I really want to say here is let's not expect profound statements, intelligent statements, statements that Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, people of that ilk made back in the 60s, Huey P. Newton, Aldous Cleaver. Let's not expect these people to act like this, okay? A$AP Rocky is not Harry Belafonte. He's not Muhammad Ali. We're in different times, and I still think we should hold a high standard as to who should be speaking on our behalf if we are going to prop up quote-unquote black leaders. Let him play around with the white girls in Soho and Beverly Hills. He could have that. Do not hold him accountable to a higher standard. He's telling you he does not want to be involved. Leave him alone. Let's deal with real issues, real events, real subject matter that will actually benefit people as a whole in our community. Let's not worry about what A$AP Rocky is doing at the moment or thinks. I'm pretty sure he's having the time of his life in Sweden jail, and he is counting his stars that he's not in the same predicament in a US jail. Although I will say you should never get into any issues when you're on foreign territory. All right? So that's my raw reflection. Let me know what you think. Agree, disagree. Like, comment, subscribe. It is what it is. Peace.